What is going on, people? Welcome back to Five Rounds. Just started off. Apologies, we couldn't go live on Instagram today. Well, not the way that we wanted to go live. We can go live, but we can't bring Kris onto Instagram. So today we're using YouTube as an alternative. So YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, guys. It's still the same show that we do on Instagram. It's more interactive. It's different what we do on Fridays. So this one is for you guys in the comments. So today we have a special guest, guys. All right, we have a multi-award winning fashion designer, a Malawian-based multi-award winning fashion designer. Goes by the name of Kris Base. This guy has done some exclusive work for people like Tay Grin. He's got people like Zani Chale modeling his stuff. He's got Kim of Diamonds as well. In fact, when we got him on the show, Kim of Diamonds followed us on Instagram. So, I mean, this is how big this guy is, you know. So, without further ado, let me bring in Mr. Kris Base himself. What is going on, Kris?
What up, people? So it's good.
Welcome to Five Rounds.
Welcome to Five Rounds.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Man. So for
glad
the
to be here.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, we're happy to have you, bro. We are happy to have you. So today,
bless up.
Exactly, man. So today we've got obviously myself, Wantali, and Patso, and then we've got Patrick, whose phone just rang.
An important guy, huh?
Guys, before we get it started, guys, if you know the Instagram crowd or whatever crowd it is, come on, get in the comments, guys. I want to know who's here. You know, who's here, you know, put some emojis in there, whatever it is, or flags. You know, last week it was peach emojis. What are we gonna do this week, man? It's whatever you feel like, guys. Put it in the comments, guys. Right?
Wow.
Last week, man. Last week we had Fatson in it. So Fatson was talking about his song Bina. So peach emojis.
Makes sense.
You know,
makes sense.
Yeah, guys. Welcome, guys. So what we're gonna do is the first hour. You know what I mean? He gets it. So the first hour we're gonna do a little back and forth interview, and then the next hour, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we do on Instagram and just talk about whatever topics that the guys in the comments want to talk about. All right. So without further ado, I've said that twice now, but anyway, Kris, tell us about what you do. So are you just a fashion designer, or you know, what do you do? What is Kris Base or Creative Base? Yeah.
I don't know where to start because I do a lot. But like mostly I like to consider myself as like an African storyteller. I just choose like different mediums to work with, but I'm like just a new African storyteller. What I do is fashion just comes as one of the mediums that I use. You know? So it just happens that I know fashion is probably my best medium to work with, so I use it a lot. But like I use different mediums. Like it's mostly just about expressing that African identity, that African pride, and also just tackling social issues. That's exactly what I do. I just try to use different mediums each time. So sometimes I can use clothes, sometimes I use like campaigns and whatnot. So basically it's just telling that African story from an African perspective, you know, because right now it's never been a better time to be an African like right now, because we've got the freedom to express ourselves, different mediums, different platforms. We're very free. Back then we used to depend on the TV, BBC and them to tell stories about the world, but right now we can tell our own stories, you know. So it's basically just telling that African BBC story from an African perspective. You get
Let them know, BBC, if you're watching this, you better get Kris on. If CNN, you're watching this, you better get Kris on.
Get it.
Get it, man.
Get it.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that, guys. That was work. But
no problem, man. No problem. Work first. To start with, bro, I see you already wearing the Creative Base merchandise, man. What we got on now?
The whole time, gotta rep it. Some military-ish, bro. Some military Creative Base. Some captain vibes, you know, that African king.
You know,
get it.
The crazy story is if you put on something military over in Malawi, you get beat up. I don't know how you put it
I
on.
know, right? I know, right? And
Yeah.
creative base is a rebel type brand, so that's what we love, you know.
Wow, amazing, amazing.
It's a
Oh
rebel with a
man.
cause.
Get in there, get in there. But like, let's say,
Mm.
did your story start from Malawi, or did it start from when you went over abroad and stuff like that, or was just stuck in Malawi as well?
I think it started from Malawi.
Yeah,
It's just that it kind of took off when I went abroad, but then it started from Malawi basically. Uh, I've always been into clothes and stuff and art.
yeah,
From like I remember even like in primary school, like I just used to draw in my books. Like there's no notes, it's just drawings the whole time. Like at the
yeah.
school report at the end of the term, they'll be like, dude, you need to stop drawing and start writing. Hey, what's going on? You get
I hope you
so
didn't draw. I
it's-
hope you didn't draw over your grades. Like if it's
I'm
a
saying,
D,
bro.
you put on an A and then stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
really?
so yeah, I don't even know where it came from, but it's just been like that. So
Like that's really interesting.
mm,
Whereby when
mm,
when you're over in Africa, it's really interesting that art is not
mm,
like
mm,
okay. Specifically, let's just talk about Malawi. Art is really not
mm,
that big,
mm,
and when it
mm-hmm,
comes to
mm,
the idea of how you switch up
mm,
careers, not a lot of people
mm,
would take that risk as you did, whereby
mm,
you
mm,
take up art and then you turn it into
mm,
something of a big hobby, and
yeah.
now you're like one of the best. Because I've seen
Mm,
yourself, and I've
mm,
seen what's her name again just recently. She was on
mm,
CNN. Her name is Lily
mm, mm.
Alfonso. She's
Yeah, yeah,
also done
Alfonso.
she's also done the
Yeah,
same
she's
work that
big.
you're
She's
doing,
big.
and
Yeah, she's big.
you
Yeah.
guys, the both of you are just shooting up great. Like it's just really amazing
Mm-hmm.
that how do you just come up with this? Because then art is
Mm.
it's really subtle, and when you think
Yeah,
about it,
yeah,
you
it's not
say,
as big as it's supposed to be. It's very
yeah,
alienated. There, and when you're
yeah,
doing it, you look like a mad person, for real, for real. Like when you're pushing your stuff and whatnot, you
yeah,
look like a mad person until it starts taking off. Then that's when people start to believe in it. But
Yeah,
when
that's
you're
true.
pushing and whatnot, when you're starting, you look like a
yeah.
mad person. Like, what is this guy doing? Does he
What
even
was
think
the
like this is gonna take him somewhere? Like, you get?
Yeah.
So it's
Do you ever remember the first thing that you'd actually created, with fabric?
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
do you remember
100%,
the first piece?
100%. I
Like,
remember.
yeah,
I
what
started.
was it? Like,
Let
would
me
you
see.
describe it?
I started making bow ties. That's what I was
Bow tie.
making. I was yeah,
What?
Oh, I think
bow
yeah,
ties.
Wow.
yeah,
And what was happening is I was taking my dad's old neckties. I
yeah,
was breaking it because I loved the fabric. I wanted
yeah,
some unique fabric, so I couldn't find it. But
yeah,
I saw my dad's neckties. I'm like, this guy is fashionable. This neckties, he doesn't even use them anymore. So I was breaking
yeah.
those ones down, then creating bow ties from those like neckties.
Wow,
You
man!
know? Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
man!
yeah, yeah. Like you
Wow,
can
man!
create maybe three bow ties from one necktie, like things like
From
that. And
one,
the fabrics are
three.
unique. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know those old neckties? They used to be big, before the small ones.
At what age
Man,
though? What were
Yeah.
you doing that? At what age? Like what age did you start
Yes.
doing that?
It's not that long ago. Maybe 7 years ago. Yeah, maybe seven,
Hmm,
8 years ago. Mm.
okay, nice.
It's a
No,
long
that's
time, but not that long. It's like maybe 8 years ago, around maybe 2010, around there.
yeah. I
Mm.
remember. I remember when you started, man.
It's a long time, bro.
It's a long, long time ago, bro. Jeez.
Just like the passion is what has to fuel it, because if you have to be in it for the money and whatnot, you're gonna get tired and you're gonna get discouraged sometimes. But it's the passion. It's what I live. I do love clothes. Like I can make like 1,000 clothes. I'll just wear them myself, and I'll be so freaking happy. I don't care if I'm not selling it. You get so.
Nah, that's
I genuinely love the stuff.
that is
that's
just
Yeah.
crazy.
that is good, man.
Mm,
Before we
mm,
carry on,
Yeah.
mm,
guys in the
mm.
comments, man, if you have any questions for Kris, come on, guys, fire some questions for him. I mean, like he said, he's not just a fashion designer. It seems he's an activist as well as he says,
Mm,
he's a storyteller. He likes to tell you
mm,
about what the goings and comings of Africa.
Mm.
Portraying his
mm.
art in many ways. So please ask him questions, guys. Ask him
Yeah.
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, yeah.
Next question, Kris. Where are you based at the minute? I know you were based in South Africa at a certain point. Where are you based at the minute?
Yeah, I'm in Zuzu at the moment. Yeah, it just also takes on how you have to tackle the art industry in Malawi. You can't tackle it just blindly. You have to tackle it from a certain perspective. Like right now, I'm also working with the Center for Open and Distance Learning. So it's about like e-learning, creating like helping teachers teach online and whatnot, and making sure we get as much students as possible into like colleges and stuff. Just that e-learning perspective, bringing it into Malawi. So I'm using design and whatnot. Like there's this project which I was also working on just previously. It's called Jobs for Youth. So I was like going around the country teaching the youth skills that they can use to build like businesses. Yeah, like ICT based type of skills. So I was teaching design as a tool for the youth. So you have to tackle it both ways. You have to cheat the game sometimes. You have to get money from the corporate, invest it in the art. Like just go both ways. Because if you just have to go art head on, it's gonna be difficult because the industry is still infant. It's just growing. There's gonna be days where it's quiet. But that corporate bag keeps coming. So you have to mix it up. You get.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Is that a permanent location, or is it that you switch around?
Yeah, it's a permanent location at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, nice.
Yeah. Until something better comes up,
well, surely with the internet shooting up, I think we would be more than glad to just shoot up your. Do you have a website? Is it?
Not yet, but I usually work mostly on Behance, Adobe Behance.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually one of the influencers for that platform as well. So I use it a lot.
So in this instance, viewers, if you're watching this, as Kris has explained, you have to go through his site and everything, which is the most important thing is that I think your page has a link towards to going forward.
The Behance, for sure.
Right, okay, cool. So and everyone watching, just follow Kris's page, and then you can view all the fabrics that's there, as well as if you want to shop through. We'll explain that later on, while talking to Kris. So moving forward, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get it.
No, that's good, man. That's good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share your page, Kris. All right.
Definitely.
Show a little bit of your art before we get into your pictures, because your pictures look litty as hell, man. Hey, I'll click that picture. Look at this is one of Kris's designs, guys.
That's an island, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That's yeah. He's more modeling your fabric like that.
He's one of my biggest supporters. Big up that Nick.
Okay.
That is really. Because then, what's with the mix of the colors? I've seen you have most of the art that you're creating now. It's got a lot of colors in it. Is there a message behind it, or is it just something that you love doing?
Okay, one of the things that I'm really into as well is like just responsible type of design. It's very responsible. Like as a designer, there's a big difference between design and art in general. So I'm more of a designer than artist. I'm an artist, but I use art in design. Design has a purpose, So the other thing why I'm mixing a lot of colors is like most of those fabrics is like when I create things, there's leftover fabric. So instead of just taking that fabric and throw it somewhere, just mix it up and create something as well. So nothing is left out. Just to take care of the environment, and you get just sustainable design. So it's part of me being a responsible designer. Like I love creating sustainable type of design. That's why even some of other jackets that I usually work on, I'll go thrift like a dope jacket, customize it, and bring some life into it. Something which we were just gonna throw away. We bring it back into life, and people will be like, "Oh, that's a crazy jacket."
The message behind it is sustainability. Sustainability. So your clothing line is more reliant on sustainability. When you talk about sustainability, looking at the fabric there, it has a vibrant kind of look. First of all,
yeah, it's very vibrant. That's that African type.
Yeah, and secondly, it's just that would you be like that? Looks like it's a very no, not that looks like, but it is a very creative piece. And would it be possible that you would create the same piece for someone else? So you find that remaining fabric for a certain garment, and then would you be able to create the same piece for another client?
I would, but it's not gonna be the same. I don't make the same clothes twice. It's every piece is unique, and every piece has a story.
Limited, is it? No, it's a limited.
Yeah. So every piece has a story, and every piece is very unique. So what I have to go through to make a piece is not the same thing that I'll go through to make the next piece. Like I'll get this fabric from that other place, this joint. So it's gonna be different, and that's the beauty about it. Even if I try to make it again, it's not gonna be the same.
Wow.
So if you have it, you know that you have. That's the only piece you have in the world. There's none of that coming again.
So it's a limited version. Not even the stores will be lying to you.
It's art. If you tell someone to create a painting and create it again, it's not gonna be exactly the same. It's gonna be different a bit.
That's true. Yeah.
Fair play. That is just so crazy. That is just so crazy.
Before the next question, let me just show some love to the guys that are joining, the guys that are in now. So we've got obviously Chimwemwe Mirimu. I know he is in the UK. I think he was in Leeds because I saw your Facebook. We've got Glenn Sichali. What's up, Glenn? He says what's up, and obviously he put in good vibes. I think that's an emoji, but YouTube's hating. We've got Catherine Marama. What's up, Catherine? Thank you for joining. We appreciate it.
I think I know. I think I know Catherine. I think I'm related to her somewhere somehow. But anyways,
how are you? How are you, Jesse? I used to go with her to Bishop Mac.
Family over in Canada. I think family.
Look at this guy claiming. Right? No, you're not lying. Wait. Is she married to your brother or somebody?
Jordan should be Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I was about to ask you that one day. You're both mulattoes. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
The MP show coming to social media near you. Okay, so it's cool. It's cool. So Hazy Rain says, Kris, what makes you passionate about the brand? So what's your passion? I think that is the question. What's the passion about the brand? That is from Hazy Rain.
Okay, that's a very interesting question. I think the thing is, first of all, like I genuinely believe in what I do, and I genuinely believe in like everything that I'm working towards. You get? So it's me first before anything else. So even if I try to swerve away from it, it's just me. I'm passionate as hell about Africa. I'm passionate as hell about like advocating, about like representation and whatnot. Like I'm passionate about sustainability. Like whether we like it or not, like we're destroying the planet, and we have to start thinking twice now. Like things are not the same as the way they used to be like 20 years ago. Things are moving, so we have to start making responsible decisions, and also like what I said, it's a new time now. It's never been a better time to be like an African. So I'm very passionate about that, like as a person. So it's easy to translate it into the brand. It's just me. It's just me expressing myself through the brand. But that's my personality, and I like every African to think that way.
That's brilliant. Man. That's brilliant. You can never run out of inspiration.
Never. Africa itself is like a walking artwork. You go outside, it's inspiration everywhere. So.
That is true.
Before the next question, because I know Patrick has a question, let me just read some comments and we'll get to Patrick's question. All right. So Kelvin said, "Can you send me 20 euros?"
For sure, bro. Why not?
Don't mind that. Don't mind that guy. He's a troll. He's my brother. He's a troll.
Catherine says, I remember that.
MP's been justified. So Catherine Marama says Jordan Lotta is hubby. Shout out Jordan, Catherine. Keep that love strong. We've got a relationship side of it coming in the next hour. Don't worry. Obviously, Hazy Rain. Guys, subscribe, like. show us some support, guys, on this channel, so we can bring you people like Kris, man. So we can bring you all this content, because I mean, what Kris is doing sounds amazing.
I think the next comment, he made a mistake. He wrote create twice.
He did indeed. He did indeed. Before we get to Glenn's question, let's get to Patrick's question first, and then I'll ask. Then we'll put in the other questions from the guys in the chat. Okay, Patrick, you've got the lights. Hold on,
I saw the question. He's asking if I create anything from scratch. Is that what he's asking?
Yeah.
That's from Glenn. Yeah, that's from Glenn.
Before you answer that one.
Okay. Mad. A lot of things. Like I make a lot of things from scratch. It's just like not everything. Like the last collection that I did. If you can share the page again, is it possible?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, it's possible.
Share the page.
Dude, absolutely. All right, where we go?
Tell
me where I go.
Go down.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah, that one in the middle. That's it. The one with me in the middle.
That
one.
Sick.
Yeah, that collection. It's from scratch.
Sick.
Just like the fabrics.
Wow, man. That is. You even got 500 likes and stuff, you know.
Do you know what's amazing? His line looks very unique. Looks very unique. I've never seen anything like this.
It's sustainable. The message behind it, sustainable.
Yeah. So those clothes are made from scratch. They're not like ready-made thrifted pieces. These pieces are like made from scratch. Just that the fabric, the fabric comes from like different places. For example, like that fabric at the top is like maybe a skirt that I broke down. Broke it down, make it a fabric. Use that. Use some leftover fabric from somewhere. Mix it up. You get so. Just to keep that sustainability on it, but everything everything is from scratch.
516 likes. Let me just add on another like on that.
Thanks, Maji.
Straight away, man.
Thanks, Maji.
You already have my support. You already have my support, as you can see.
Thanks, blood.
That looks good, man.
Some lovely content. I'll just leave it on for a minute so the guys can appreciate the art. There are actually people bigging you up, but I'll get through the. Oh, actually, Patrick, your question. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, man. It's okay. I'm actually also. I'm enjoying some of these questions in the comments. Especially the one that says "Great work, Kris." Is the merch available worldwide? I think we spoke about this off camera, but I think Kris, maybe you can explain to people that is your merchandise available worldwide? Can people be able to get it?
Yeah, for sure. It's available worldwide. I ship through DHL or FedEx. Yeah. It's very much available worldwide.
Okay. So, Chawa, get your orders in.
Yeah, just DM on Instagram.
When people are ordering, would you require them to order individually or like as a group? So maybe it could actually be fair for your pricing.
Yeah, because that's like one of the challenges being this side. Like the shipping prices are mad. So sometimes if it's a group of people, like 2-3 people, if you can order at once and just share the shipping cost, becomes a bit cheaper rather than if you just order on your own.
So that's the message.
Or it becomes worth it if you order maybe 3-4 pieces. The shipping price becomes a bit worth it.
Man, you've got loads of points coming up for you. I just love the comments that are coming through.
Loving the comments, guys, and loving the sheer support, guys. Love it. Really, really love it, guys. Ovi says he needs your contacts, Kris, so you can make him a jacket.
Just follow me on IG. Let's get it. Kris Base.
Kris Base, that's it. Catherine says, are you looking to expand to more women's fashion? Oh, wait a minute. Let's go on the IG. Let's just go on IG. I think you know where, Kris.
Or maybe check show them the women things like that one.
This one,
it's okay. So the brand is mostly it's like streetwear. It's women's stuff, but it's not it's not too feminine. It's just it's unisex. Like the way you say it. It's a touch of like that African feel, streetwear. Yeah, something like that.
It's one of a street swag, isn't it? Representing.
So it's almost like a thesis. The brand is a thesis. So I can't swerve too far away from the thesis. So it can be. I can make stuff for women, but not not the usual. But stuff like this. Yeah, for sure.
Well, there's more room for creativity because then you're a very creative person, So
but I'm looking into that, like just expanding it in some other ways, like you see this. Yeah.
Where was this? Where was this?
Ladies, you can still look sexy in base wear.
This was fashion for change. This was fashion for change. Yeah, this show was fashion for change in Atlanta. Fashion for change. Really? It's actually a great show as well. It's a great show. Like it's a fashion event, but with a cause as well. Like it was a sustainable type of feel. Yeah, you should check them out sometime. Just search Fashion for Change Global. So it aligns with my brand. So the show aligned with my brand. So I had to do it. Yeah,
guys,
really show. It's dope.
Very, very, very good stuff here. Really loving the questions, guys. Thank you for the questions. Keep asking them. Kris, they love you, man.
Thanks. Thanks for the love. Bless it.
The next question, Kris, they want to know if you've got a website or is there a website coming?
Yeah, a website is coming up. But for now, I'm using mostly the Instagram and Behance. So Kris Base, KrisBase. Kris Base.
You should have that in the
the website is coming up.
Comments and everything.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Man, really appreciate it. So, OV,
that's mad. Like how many garments did you create? Like items do you create on this show? That
this show.
Fashion for Change.
I think it was how many pieces was it? Should be maybe 12 around
12.
Like around there. Yeah, somewhere there.
How long does one take to actually, create? Like,
it depends with how hectic it is at the shop. But
what?
So you have a shop, isn't it? Your shop like in your house.
Yeah. It's like it's a workshop for now. Like I'm not selling the stuff in there, just making the stuff there. Yeah, you can come check out and stuff. But I'm still building it up. But I have a workshop. Yeah,
that's amazing. Man. More questions, Kris. More questions. We haven't even asked you our questions. People,
I think let's ask the questions the audience are asking, and then we'll ask later.
Of course, man. This is the people's show, so the people will ask questions, right? So Ovi says, "How did you start?" And he says, "What gave you the motivation to say you're gonna be a fashion designer?"
Interesting. How did I start? I don't know. Fashion low key chose me, and some stories are funny because, like, I don't know, but there's, I remember that time my big brother bought me like a Nike top. I was very young though, maybe 6 or maybe 7 or 8 or something. He bought me a Nike top, and there was just something about like the brand that got me interested. I'm like, let me start collecting like clothes and stuff. Let me start let's say wearing all Nike. So I just got started onto fashion from that joint. Then as I grew older, I just wanted like clothes that would help me express myself more as an African. And I couldn't find them. Yeah, I was looking into clothes that would help me express myself more as an African. I couldn't really find them, Those clothes, that can express me as an African, but not like the way I wanted. So I was like, let me just start creating my own stuff to be wearing for myself. So after creating such stuff, people were like, let me buy it. I like that stuff. Let me buy it. I like it. Let me buy it. From then, it just became a business. Yeah, but from the jump, it was for me. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've just opened something for me there. Where you say when you're looking for, you said you were looking for clothes that represent you as an African. But then I see you switch to there because you know that there are already clothes that can make you look an African. But you said, I wanted something that's different and unique. This is what I said. I don't know if you heard me midline. Your clothes are unique. Every time people go for this African thing, we always go for the same thing. It's the tribe thing. It's always like, I don't want to name drop because I want to be sound like a hater, but I'm trying to say, isn't it? It's always these same designs. We're like, this is the African design. But yourself, yours are clothes that are sort of, I don't know if the word we can say hip, are sort of modern, the modern wear. Like if I wore that,
they're like, if you put it in context, it's called Afrofuturism. Like that's the whole vibe. It's Afrofuturist. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. And
So it's basically like a mix of.
Look at that, man! Look at that, man!
It's a mix of that African touch and that futuristic vibe to it. It's not like what you usually see. It's the Africa that we would want to see, like for the future, you know.
Yeah, true.
Not like what they know us for, like they know us for the safaris, whatever. So it's now it's a different perspective.
That's what I was trying to say.
And you know, in fashion, if you have to make it, you have to be disruptive. This is why like Kanye is like the richest black man in the world right now, is because his stuff is disruptive. So if you want to make it, it has to be a bit disruptive. It can't be just okay. So
well, you just disrupted one of our viewers there. I think you're gonna be making a shirt for a special engagement party there. Yeah.
So Kandoje King says 100% of Malawi shirts. So he says 100% of Malawi shirts made Mabada na mango totoga.
That's like the buttons fall off.
He said I need some shirt for my Jinkoso, any button guarantees. So basically for the guys that don't understand what he's saying, it says, guys, when we order Malawian products, the buttons fall off when they buy them. So he's saying, look, are you guaranteeing that your product is durable? That's what they're saying. So
for sure, it's proven. It's proven, bro. The quality checks are 100%. It's proven.
It's
100% guarantee.
How, I think I didn't catch the part where how you make it. Like, what do you use machinery or is it handmade? Kind of,
It's machinery. We've got like sewing machines and stuff.
Wow.
And other machines also, like and I've also have like partners that I work with for other stuff, like they say embroidery and whatnot. So in the future we're gonna have like a full factory, but for now we just have the machinery in-house and some of the stuff we outsource it.
Oh, wow.
So good questions still coming in. Catherine, thank you for the question. Catherine says, how long does one piece take to make? All right, so for guys that haven't seen it, I'm gonna share it again. Go on.
It depends on how complex the piece is. Some pieces are mad complex. Some pieces are simple, but we can make like 2 pieces in a day. Like just regular pieces. They can make like 2 pieces in a day. Because like most of the stuff that I've been going more into like repurposing clothes. So those ones, it's more about the concept than the actual creation of it. So the genius part about it is having the right concept. So executing it is not that difficult. We have to look into repurposing as much as possible. We can't. There's no need to. And this goes not just for my brand, even for you guys and everybody listening as a person. You don't always have to go and buy new clothes. You can repurpose some of the clothes that you have in your closet. Sometimes you can take that white T-shirt, get some dye, wrap it up, throw it in, make a tie-dye T-shirt. You start loving that white tee. You get bleach. You throw it on the black T-shirt, it becomes stylish, So
nice.
it's so. I'm more into repurposing. I already proven myself in terms of like making things from scratch.
You've proven yourself.
It's not my priority. Mostly right now, it's repurposing and making sustainable type of stuff. But making things from scratch, I can make anything from scratch. It's not a problem at all. But the concept is sustainability. So So one piece, let's say 1 piece to make, to answer a question, 1 piece to make a day average.
My question is, when was the last time you bought a piece of cloth yourself? Like, when was the last time you went to the shop and actually bought something from the shops? And that was really expensive anyway.
I think it was when I was in SA, 2019. I think 2019. It was a T-shirt by one of my favorite designers in Africa. Karabo Poppy. You guys should check out Karabo Poppy. Karabo Poppy, Poppy. She's one of the biggest artists in Africa right now. Like this is also on some futuristic vibe. So just a heads up. If I buy anything from a shop, it means that I only buy things I wish I made. I'm like, oh shit, this is nice. I wish I made this, then I'll buy it. I only buy stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So, but yeah. So that was the last time I bought something from somewhere. I think 2019.
That's interesting. I was
to go into a shop and buy something. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I flew to South Africa for holiday. I was there for a few weeks, and then I bought a few clothing there. And then when I did, I flew back to Malawi.
So that's Karabo Poppy. It's like one of the biggest.
Oh, nice. When I realized that, so when I bought the clothes, went back home, kind of wore them, washed them, and then when I realized it was written "Made in Malawi," and I realized I said, we don't have clothes in Malawi that say "Made in Malawi," but then we have clothes over in South Africa that say
I actually know some of the places that they make those clothes. Yeah, the places like Chirimba Garments. It's like the factory where they make stuff, put made in Malawi, then ship it outside. Yeah.
Oh man! All right, so
so that's Karabo Poppy.
Karabo Poppy.
Yeah, she's crazy. Yeah.
Nice one.
She's good.
Very interesting. Very interesting page. We will actually.
She's done like deals. She has collabs with like Nike. She's done kicks with Nike. Crazy.
Really? So you two, you've worked together at some point in time, is it?
No, not yet.
Not
looking
yet.
forward to.
Looking forward to that. Karabo, if you're hearing this, get on this. You got to work with Kris. Yeah. All right. How do you?
Next question.
Yeah.
Next
Go on
question.
For it, Montali.
So how do you stay updated on the latest tools and trends, and do you apply that to your designs? That is the question.
I stay updated through a lot of ways, though. Sometimes it's through the internet, mostly through the internet, but also because I'm big on collaborations. And some pieces I make them from the shop, and some pieces I make them like from the market. Like it's also just to keep the ecosystem going, yeah. Because like I also have some really, really good tailors that I work with from the market. Like they don't even have a shop; it's just a market with just tailors and stuff. People wouldn't even like give them a deal or something. But like some of them are mad talented. So sometimes I would just go there, sit there, like give them a job, and just work on things. And sometimes you I do get some like skills from them as well. I'm like, oh, how'd you do that? Like, so. Firstly, it's through that as well in collaborations. I work with a lot of street artists. Yeah, like last year I had this project. It was called Made in Africa, where I was just focusing on like working with street artists. Some people which are not like not that privileged, but they're mad talented. So I was just working with like those people and stuff. So from those people, you also get like a lot of skills, because that's where the talent, the real talent is. So it's usually from the streets and the internet. Yeah.
Okay.
You get it from the streets and then.
Yeah.
Here's another question from Kelvin. He says, Kelvin Chidoga, what's up, Kelvin? So he says, Kris, from artist to artist, what is your biggest challenge doing what you do? It's a very good question.
It's a very good one, and it's I don't know, probably a low-key tough. I usually don't know how to answer that one, but if it's not monetary, I think that's the biggest challenge, like the funding, because you have to fund most of the stuff from your pocket, So it's crazy. It takes a while before it takes off. You have to invest a lot before it takes off. And another thing is just being in a Malawian context and doing like art, you look like an alien. So it's a bit weird sometimes. I don't care, but it's just a bit weird sometimes because people look at you like you're crazy. Like you okay, like I'd say maybe there's not even there's not a lot of designers even in Malawi that create stuff with a concept. They just make stuff. I've made a suit. I've made a jacket. I've made a top. This is 20,000. It's a top. Because if you go on my page, you'll probably barely find prices there. It's a business, yes, but that's not the main point. The main point is advocating Africa and stuff. It's like sending a message and trying to create a community of Afrofuturists, it's the message behind it. So even when you buy the clothes, you know what it represents. It's not just about you taking your money and buying something, but when you wear it, you know you're representing that African pride, you know. So it's so me being very conceptual and stuff. Sometimes it makes me look like an alien in the area that I'm at. So I think that's also one of the challenges. It's just a bit weird sometimes. Yeah.
I think you have to be that unique because then you see the likes of Kanye West and he's doing he's doing his part.
He's mad. He's very futuristic. People were laughing at him when he was wearing like skinny jeans and stuff. Then the world caught up. Everybody started wearing skinny jeans.
I remember.
He started wearing ripped jeans. People were like, he's crazy for wearing ripped jeans. Then everybody jumped on it.
I remember Jay-Z said, "It is what it is." Skinny jeans, because don't fit.
Then the whole world started wearing like tight jeans. They dumped the baggy ones. Now we're going back. This fashion is just crazy.
It is very recyclable and it reverses all the time. Like I think decades after decades. Yeah.
So Ovi says you have brought swag to African wear. I think he used a wash hands emoji. Oh my god. Yeah. And then we've got 2018. What's up, 2018? You're getting international love today, Kris, man. Yeah. Come on.
2018, welcome.
So Glenn has offered you, he says he wants to be a model for your brand. So Glenn Sijani.
So wait, question is, if you're a model for the brand, does it come with that you take whatever collection of clothes that you've actually provided, or because then I see Glenn here is trying to sneak in to try to get a free piece out of you. So,
look at this guy throwing his friend under the bus.
Oh my
God. We lost Kris there.
We lost Kris. Bear with us, guys. We lost Kris. He's gonna come back on, so we will carry on. We will carry on without him. He'll probably come back on in a minute.
We're loving the love, though, guys. We love the love.
We really appreciate the love, guys. Do you know what I mean? Just to reiterate, sorry we couldn't be on Instagram today because we couldn't get Kris on Instagram because our Instagram page for some reason is on a timeout because they think we're a robot or something. So
for a second, I thought we were I thought we were hacked. Like, I thought we were hacked, and then we'll be like, "Oh, new account, blah blah blah," and stuff. You know.
Yeah. Push the like button, man. Push the like button. Show some love. Push the like button for Kris as we wait for him. Push the like button, and we're enjoying all the comments from everybody. And the thing is, you guys have been so vocal today with the questions, and most of the questions you're asking are the same questions we're gonna ask. So we love it when you're doing this. We love it when you're doing this. Keep the questions going, guys.
We really appreciate it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get Kris back on so you can ask him more questions. All right. Do not worry about that. Honestly. First, I'm just gonna keep looking through the comments. So we got Vanessa who says, "Look, what's up, Vanessa?" She says, "I think you've got an amazing collection of clothes." Yeah, that is true. Guys, do you think that we should do a 5 rounds Kris Creative Base merch collabo? Do you know what I mean?
That sounds really good. It's sick.
Didn't we ask him already for hoodies in the other video? You know, when we reacted to the Tigran video, I think we did.
Man, we will, guys. We will ask him so he can he can do a piece for us as well. You know.
Yeah, I think that would be, like I think we've got the colors that he would work with, as well as he could mix up something, and I think that would really be good. You know what I think is, let Kris create a certain hoodie or whatever fabric that we would create, and no, actually my idea is if we could actually have one of the viewers, right, select randomly one of the viewers, and Kris could create a certain size for the viewer, and then we will select them randomly. They win, and then Kris would design something for them, and then we'll send it. Just
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. Give back to the people.
Give back to the people.
Give back to the people.
We appreciate that most of all. And
exactly. Well, while we wait on Kris, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to his page just to show you what kind of work. Work Kris has done. This man is not to be played with. his collaboration with this as well to see what the inspiration was.
As we say, Sizo Cheza.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we just want to replace that with 5 rounds. You get me?
Yeah, that would actually go down. That would actually go down. Swag.
Exactly.
Go back. Let me see that over there, right there. Go down.
Yeah.
Right there, the first one. The first one.
The first
Not that
one.
one. The first one. Yeah.
That's more of a rail. Like, yeah. Ooh, all right.
It has a bit of like the 80s look. If you see that, like 80s jackets.
I've got a jacket like that. Well, not really with the fabric, but I've got a jacket of that style, of the 80s style. I think I could send it over to Kris and style it for me as well. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hopefully. So Kris is connecting straight from Malawi.
Look at that. The machinery he was talking about. Nice.
Kris is connecting straight from Malawi, guys, so bear with him. Internet there is not great. We'll try and get him back on so he can he can continue sharing, like, because he's
I mean, that's the one I was after.
Oh, I've got a black one, so I think I'd actually go with those colors as well. Like.
Nice.
Oh, damn. If Picasso had a sewing machine.
Trust me. Let's have a look.
Yeah. So
rip off
how much, it talks about how much.
I wonder how much the gear costs. We haven't even spoken about that yet. Do you know what I mean?
I know people have just been making orders, but that's what shows. That's what shows that something is great. When people start asking for something and nobody in the comments saying how much, they're just saying I want it. You must know something is great and amazing. When people ask you how much, they're in doubt. They're like, how much? But this really looks great. Really good. I wouldn't even mind the price, to be honest with you. I would be wearing that because that would be unique to wear right now. If you walked in a club dressed in that, I'm pretty sure a lot of eyes would be turned, So
definitely.
Good work, man. Good work.
Definitely. Could you scroll down? Let's see. Let me just check out the page. I need to do a review here.
You want me to scroll down here? You did.
All right.
Yeah, man. Even the photography is on point as well.
That is on point. Yeah, very good.
That is true. True.
He's also doing face masks. You know what I mean? It looks like on some ninja stuff here. Oh man!
Yeah. I see.
Authentic. Look at that.
That is true.
Very creative, man. And he's using the environment back home, so very creative.
TIA boys. TIA.
Sorry about that, guys. There's a network problem.
No problem, man. As long as we can hear you, that's the important part, man. As long as we can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see him now. Good.
To be honest with you,
welcome.
To be honest with you, your internet is better than this cat in the UK man. One time who keeps freezing.
Yeah, man, it's so clear.
Malawian internet for the win, bro.
Yo, man, I don't know. I know, man. I don't want to call out the company that I use, so I might get sued in it. So now,
took that company down. Shares going down. Yeah.
I'm not doing Cristiano, man.
Okay, cool. So we've got your catalog there.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go back into the questions. So we've got Fred saying he says what? You standing in a learning designer. What advice? Okay, so he says so for the learning designers or somebody who's aspiring to be like you, what advice?
Like himself also.
Yeah. So what advice would like himself? What advice would you give to people like that to grow their brands?
You need to have a purpose and the reason why you're doing it, first of all. Yeah, and that purpose has to be strong. Like, do you really need to make clothes though? If you find like do you have like, because there's a million of clothes that are being made right now. So do you feel like you're unique enough to like have a say in what's going on. So first of all, just have a purpose and the reason why you make stuff. Everything has to be conceptual. You can't just make stuff. Yeah, like I said, design is communication. So you have to communicate something. So what are you communicating? So first of all, just have a purpose, and then the passion has to drive the whole thing, because sometimes it takes long. Like for example, my brand, I started it maybe I don't know, maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago. It's a long time. Imagine if I was like if I wasn't fueled by passion, I'd have given up a long time ago. But it's because I truly love the whole art and the concept and everything. So the passion has to fuel your grind, have a purpose, and like just stand for something, really.
Good.
Should stand for something.
Okay, so we have another. Oh my goodness, you have a lot of questions, man. So Kelvin,
that's
again,
great. Let's get it.
Kelvin again coming in with a cheeky question. It says, "I have a friend who has no swag. Would you be able to help them out?" Who's the friend, Kelvin? Name this friend. If it's your brother.
Actually, that's a good question. Actually, because it's helping me market my new business. I've got a page. I haven't started like working on it yet, but I've got a page. It's called Styled by Base. So it's for that, like image consultation and stuff. So just follow Styled by Base. I'll help your homie out.
Actually, we're gonna cut into that, man. We saw that you did some work for Tay Grin. You did it was an exclusive. I'll go back to this piece of work that you did for Tay Grin. So the Nyao King piece, Nyao King creative bass piece. Man, we're gonna say it on air. We need to do some work. We need to work with you. No
stress, guys.
Bro,
the whole time.
We are looking to support you, so we'd like to do a 5 rounds creative based collabo. Maybe even one day help you sell your merch as well, bro. So
for sure.
Please, man. Let's do it.
So just after working with him on the Joseph Kalilan video, we've just been like talking and stuff.
Oh shit! Is that the jacket?
Just bouncing off ideas. Just bouncing off ideas.
We did a reaction video on that.
We did.
I remember.
I saw that. That
was dope.
One that created that, man.
That was great.
So sick.
So he came through to Nzuzu, so we just thought of creating something. Like whenever like the artists come to Nzuzu and they meet me, we have to create something. It's Base. We have to create something. We have to create content. We have to create content. So we did like a fashion film, like just some short fashion film, like 30 seconds, did a few shoots, created some pieces. It's just have to push the art. So it's just like just some mutual energy. He's actually a very good person to work with. Tay is like a very cool person to work with. It's not difficult. It's not. He knows the art, so it's always cool to work with people like that know the art.
That is sick.
That's good.
That is sick. Well, look at that. You have the Nyao King logo on that. We would like to also have that 5 round logo on
some exclusive merch, some exclusive merch.
Would it be
why
possible?
not at the right price? Why not, guys? Get it. Why not? Sure.
In fact, the next question is, how much is a piece of your work? What is, say for example, I know you have high end and budget and maybe mid range. What is the what are the price ranges?
It starts from like, what currency is it? Do you have like a?
We can convert for you. It's no problem. No problem.
Okay, you can start from like 30K. That's Malawian.
30K. So 30K. 30K Malawian kwacha. So that's what. Let's put it up in the calculator. Pounds? So 30K Malawi kwacha, man. So we're talking about 31 euros, $37.
That's fair.
26 pounds for a piece of his jacket, guys. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah, man. So that's some good.
That is fair to be on the side of crafting and something that is unique, something that's limited, something that's really, from the warm heart of Africa. That is just kills it. That is just the best part of it.
No, that's good, man. That is actually very good.
What is that comment you took down?
Oh, okay. So this comment here, it says there's a lady in Ireland. We lost Kris again. So
yeah,
Ovi says there is a lady in Ireland and she's Malawian. I was talking to yesterday. When she seen you coming on, she said much praise. She praised you because apparently you're working something for her. So not only is it just this guy's going beyond borders, man. This is very good. So
question is, is this more of a kind of secret project that Ovi is talking about? Because it sounds really big. Because he's already praising, and this project has not been completed yet. Could Ovi kind of mention who is this person that he's talking about? Like,
who? What do you mean? The person that Ovi is talking about?
Yeah, he says a lady here in Ireland.
Don't know who the lady is.
Hoping that Ovi would actually
imagine if this guy right here has just exposed a secret project that's supposed to be secret.
Right? Maybe it's a secret project.
Dude, relax, man. Stop exposing project.
Yeah,
man.
This would have been the Avengers kind of project as well, like
And somebody just exposed it, man.
Yeah, that's unreal. Like, it's unreal. All right, cool. You know what? Like,
man.
When it comes to art, right, specifically in Africa, I'm looking at Kris's projects. I'm looking at Kris's job. I'm looking at Kris's passion. I'm looking at Kris's career. He's working on that and stuff, right? We actually haven't had a lot of Africans really been in that stream whereby they get the opportunity to showcase all these art they've actually created in the likes of like Dolce and Gabbana and all this Milan kind of like walkways and stuff like that. Like, is there a way that these kind of creativity and art and creations would be able to be shared to the world? Is there a way that would actually be able to share that? Like, I'm just trying to...
of course. There's a lot of these days the internet. In fact, leading on to this, we spoke about social media and smartphones and how they're destroying society. But this is one of the things that would be of advantage to somebody like Kris. We've got something called Fiverr, where you can offer your services from anywhere. From anywhere in the world, you can offer services, creative design, fashion, whatever he's doing. You can put your product on there and reach the world. The whole world can see what you're doing and order the product. So there's a website called Fiverr. I think it's Fiverr. So anyone, even the guys in the comments, the guys that are watching, if you have something to sell or something to showcase, guys, go on Fiverr, set up an account. You'd be surprised the amount of people that will be willing to buy your stuff. Willing to place orders and all that stuff and stuff like that. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're a video producer, if you sell, I don't know, if you sell t-shirts.
I don't know about you guys, but as you said, it's best to buy in a group. I don't know about you guys. I am buying a lot of that because I can just imagine, like, every time you buy something, this is what I hate. I hate buying something and seeing one daddy wearing the same thing, an MP. You know what I mean? Have you ever had that one daddy walking in the street in London or Connell Street in Ireland and somebody's wearing it? I just want to wear something where when you walk in, people have to ask questions that what the hell, where did you get that?
It is.
So I'm buying that, man. I'm buying a few things from him, even if they want to look good on me. I will still wear them.
No, you've got the best style, man. They're gonna look good on you. They're gonna look good.
Okay.
On you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we have Kris back.
We got Kris back.
Sounds like the Malawian internet is on some other.
Malawi is on some next stuff, man.
One Tally is happy because now the UK Inter is winning. Now it's 1-1 now.
Hey, bro. 1-1. Straight out.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll ask you the last few questions because I said you promised us an hour. So last few questions before you can cut away, and then we'll probably just do a takeaway from you, like what you want to say. We'll let you sort of say things to the people that are watching or whatever it is. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go into the comments again. So this guy says great stuff. What's a typical Malawian male attire? Seeing so many people appropriating Nigerian and Western wear as if they are Malawian. What is so? This is a good question, but Kris, you can take it away. This is your show.
So what's a typical? Okay, I feel like clothes have to express you personally, So whatever you wear, you have to feel good in it before anything else. So it has to express you. So I don't think there's like a typical Malawian attire that you can put in a box, like. There's not even one Malawian culture. We all borrow from each other. Like everything is borrowed, Like if I have to ask you guys, like what's like a bed in Chichewa, you'll probably be like, baby, you get. So we like it's very difficult to put it in a box. Like this is like the Malawian thing, but like we actually still trying to create that. But but
that's true.
I think before we start borrowing too much from like the Nigerian stuff, let's look into inspiration from our own context first. But I actually don't have that much of a problem with that, actually, personally. That is, I don't usually appropriate Nigerian stuff, but I don't have that much of a problem with it because I feel like Africa is one, No. These borders were just created to separate us. We all come from somewhere. If I have to ask you guys, trust me, you're probably not even like 100% Malawian. Like my dad came from Mozambique. My mom came from Mozambique. Like their grandparents, like their grandparents. Like I'm from the southern side, like Nsanje Chikwawa and stuff. Those people that were running away from like war and stuff. Like that's how we came along. Like we've got like the Zulus, they've got like some heritage from South Africa. You get like the Ngonis and the like. So Africa is all one. So I don't have like that much of a problem with it. I get we have to promote like Malawian first. That's good. Like let's do that first. But personally, I don't have like that big of a problem with like taking other African cultures because we all want Africa,
Nice.
Yeah. So the strength is in us like coming together. You see like the way. The distance like from here to like let's say Mozambique, you're in another country. But like in the States, if you have to go, let's say like from Texas to New York, it's probably like maybe 5 hours or 6 hours. But here to go to Mozambique is probably maybe 40 minutes, but you're in another country. Why are these guys saying that it's the same country? They know that in unity there's power. But for us, we broke ourselves off. Just a few hours away, we were in another country. And when we were supposed to be all one. Imagine if we were just like United States of Africa. Imagine. Like it would be big. But those are kind of conversations, the ones which we're not trying to have. We would rather say, that one is from Congo, that one is from Malawi, or this or that. But in the end, we all the same. So I don't have that much of a problem with it. Yeah, it's probably not the best practice to do, but personally, I don't have like that much problem with it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Very powerful, man. Very powerful.
Very powerful. Very, a lot of nuggets there, man.
Just in the context.
We've got another comment from obviously Hazy, who's Fred. He said, "Let's support Kris Base. We need one of our own to be big in the clothing industry." I totally agree with this. I totally agree with this. If there is somebody who's doing this clothing thing who needs the support of everyone, which is why we brought him on, it's Kris. You know what I mean? It's easy.
Thanks,
one.
Man.
You know.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Guys, come on, follow him on his Instagram. Show him support, man. It's so it's KrisBase. Kris Base, all right, on Instagram. Following up. I'm gonna put it in the comments as well. So it is.
To your
Yeah.
ABC. To your ABC,
Kris Base. Yeah, guys, follow him up.
Mhm.
Show him
Get it.
support. You know, put some
Definitely.
orders in.
Definitely.
Oh man, no, honestly, yeah, man. He's ducked again.
Yeah. Well, that
He's
was
ducked
really good.
again. But yeah,
That was-
we'll let him come back on for a minute so he can say bye to you guys. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you really enjoyed that because we did. We did. Let's have a look.
Definitely.
Yo, who's Kris? Yeah, Kris, you're back on, bro.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Kris. So actually, I'll ask the guys if they have any more questions. Guys in the comments, if you have any more questions for Kris, fire them now before he goes. Guys in the team, do you have any questions for Kris at all?
No, I think everybody covered the questions, to be honest with you. So, wait. I think everybody. The question I was about to ask, somebody covered it in the comments. So
yeah, those mad questions from the comments.
It was, man. Unless there's
big up
there's
to the
another question
comment
from the other
section.
guys.
Big up.
I
Big
know
up to
it was
the
on fire
comment section.
today, man. They were on fire today. This is the most fire I've ever seen them go. You know,
Alright,
unless one of the guys has questions for him.
No, honestly,
my part is what's the next award that you want to win in the future? Like, you know, you're doing big. What's the next award that you're looking forward to win? You know, something that you're aspiring and
I don't know. It's a bit cheesy. It's a bit cheesy, but it's just on my bucket list. Not an award as such, but I just want to be in a GQ magazine. It's funny, but yeah, I just want to be in a GQ magazine or something.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know for what reason, but I just want to hit a GQ one day.
One day. Actually, I forgot to mention this. You won the Adobe Design Awards for top talent. This is, Adobe, the company. How did that happen? Sorry, I forgot.
Adobe is fam. Yeah, they are. It was like they do these competitions. They used to do them though from like I don't know, early 2000s. So they have these awards for top creatives and just upcoming creators in general that use Adobe Suites. So they invite projects from everybody that is using like Adobe Suites, like thousands of projects. They like thousands of projects from around the world of people that are using the softwares and creating stuff. So you have to submit it via Adobe Behance. So I did that, just took a chance, and I ended up winning.
Wow, amazing.
It's from like thousands and thousands of entries. So for them to like pick you need to have like a proper story and a proper concept, Yeah.
Award-winning designer stroke activists. Come on, guys. Before Kris goes, show him some love, please, in the comments. Like the video.
Real thing is, there was a question that popped up there. It asks to say, "What's your real name?"
What's my real name?
Yeah, because we know you're Kris Base, and what is your real name? You have to close this.
And it's a funny story how Kris Base came along. Not the bass part, but like just adding together, say Kris Base. Bass used to be on its own, and I used to be just Kris. I'm Christopher Ngalu, But this is a friend of mine from SA just used, because when people like these days, when people see me, they just say bass. Not even just these days, from the jump, like because I push my brand up unapologetically. That's one thing I do. Like I don't care. I push my stuff like crazy. So I end up becoming bass. So most people just started calling me Kris Base. And it low-key sounded dope to me. I was like, let me just be Kris Base, But for the bass part, it's an acronym. It stands for Bold Africans Striving for Excellence. So that's the bass part. So that's the bass part.
That is a class name. That is
a
class
Bold
name.
Africans Striving for Excellence.
There is just
it's mad. It's mad.
The acronym, yeah.
Yeah. So real name Christopher Ngal.
Yeah. So you Christopher's namesake there as well.
Yeah. Mad. Let's see. Yeah, Chris. Big up yourself.
Yeah,
big
really
up
good.
Chris. We wanted to say thank you for coming on, bro. Honestly, this was one of the most interesting interviews we have done. I think even the guys in the comments will appreciate that, because this is the first time we're getting somebody from fashion and probably activism and art to come onto our channel, and for you to showcase what you've just showcased, man. This is incredible. You keep doing what you're doing. We are fully behind you, bro. Respect.
Thank you so much, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
And we need that 5 rounds,
Yeah, it's coming up for sure.
Yeah, we'll be discussing
have
that.
To hit,
private. Yeah.
Have to hit the borders.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, follow Kris there. Guys, follow Kris Base.
So many comments still coming in, Chris.
People are not done with you, man. People are not done with you.
People are not done with your content.
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right. Much love. Blessing.
Now we appreciate that, Chris. Listen, you have a good evening. We're gonna carry this show on and start talking about whatever the guys in the comments
guys. Fun, guys.
Chris, thank you very much, my G. Listen, keep in touch, and we'll probably see you soon.
Definitely. Anytime.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Sorry, man, I cut you off. He was about to say peace. Come on. Sorry.
Oh, he's about to say.
Did you?
Come on.
This guy. Probably hating on your internet, man.
I'm saying.
Nah, it works. It's fine. Cool. Safe. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh my goodness, the live chat has been brilliant. So the next section of the show, guys, what we do is we talk about anything. We talk about mostly relationship stuff. We guys talk on the chat.
Man, there's something wrong with your internet today, man. Your internet is from Siberia today. Bad internet.
Calm down, man. Saturdays when people are at home, probably watching whatever they're watching.
All right, cool.
Going forward, we need, what do you call that again? The air horn sound effect to be coming on sometimes, We need it. We need those effects, man, during this show. You were doing them last time, but we need those effects.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm telling you,
guys. Hope it's not.
Look at him laughing.
There's a tornado in London. What the hell? I didn't even know that. Look, there's a
tornado in London.
Hopefully, there's no tornado in London. I'm sorry, guys. My internet is tripping. I might have to start a GoFundMe page. I'm about to. What is it? I'm about to start getting drunk. How long will y'all be on? Hey, we're on till 10 o'clock, guys.
We're on till 10, man. On till 10. So get those questions in, man.
O'clock. So
definitely,
guys.
Definitely.
If you guys want to talk anything, let us know.
Ooh.
Really
Patrick,
apologize,
I think Guantali's internet is really tripping. I think Guantali was trying to say
it's really tripping.
Would you like to come off first and come off completely? Oh, you can come off completely then.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we're gonna.
Well. Let me get myself my little praise. Just a second.
Want to be in the chat, in the comments, drunk. Okay, that's Kelvin. Kelvin, are you not supposed to be at work, mate? You're supposed to be at work. Catherine, thank you, Catherine. Thank you for the support all the way from America. Look, I've been trying to ask you, Catherine, for a long time that your hubby's name is Mulota, and I know MP Mulota. They must be related, but it was hard to ask you that. So, another one from Fred here. Are you doing the comments at the same time, Wantali, when I click them?
Oh, sorry, man.
This brother man, with his brick internet here. Okay, what that internet is tripping? Hope it's not the tornado. No, that's an old comment.
Yeah, it is an old comment, bro.
Let me see what. Yeah, let me see what my hate is saying. You can install on your phone anyway. What can I install on my phone, Christopher? Okay, so here is Mose. Mose, how you doing, man? Hopefully, I see you one day. You sound like a very exciting guy. Hopefully, when I visit London,
right,
we turn it up. Okay, let's go for Vita here. Some of these comments, man.
I like. You know what, Catherine? I like that. You like to get straight to the point. This is good. We've got a few. So let's start this up. So last week we Friday, sorry, we covered a topic called do smartphones and social media how smartphones and social media are destroying society. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that around. How do you think smartphones and social media have affected today's relationships? Because like in this day and age, it seems like there's more people trying to publicize their weddings, their first boo, I don't know, their first child, whatever it is. But also, we've seen an increase in divorces. We've seen an increase in probably infidelity and all this stuff. How do you think social media, do you think social media and relationships and smartphones, do you think these things mix in relationships? You know what I mean? Guys, let us know what your opinions are in the chat. All right. What I'm going to do is I'll start with Patrick, actually, because he's the one who's against social media and smartphones.
Wow. Payback, isn't it? Payback for the fact that I've been making fun of your internet.
Yeah. Oh, is that right? Dude, listen, my internet will be fixed. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool, man. So Chris, thank you for that. Chris just sent me a DM with the air horn. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, love. Okay, so you say, well, just rephrase that. So he just sent me a DM with the air horn effect. Catherine, I'm gonna just answer Catherine's question before you go on. Apart from the topics, she's also asked something very good here. How often do you guys have the live chats? Catherine, we've got 2. Fridays at 7:00, right? It's the usual one, 5 rounds episodes that come out, and we usually have different topics. So at 7:00, it's always 7:00 every day. It's a topic that we do episode by episode. It was episode round 4, season 4. Yeah. So every Friday at 7:00. Then on Saturday we're on Instagram with a guest. Always, we never disappoint. We always have a guest. We always bring you musicians, comedians. We bring you everybody. Chris today was supposed to be on IG, but as 130 said, apologies, those issues on IG. So Catherine, you can catch us those days, but you can also catch a bit of reaction videos we do there and then that come out on Wednesday, and you can also find them on our page, YouTube. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So you see, Catherine, I know you've been supporting your boy, but maybe you haven't followed the schedule, but that's the schedule. I can send you messages and links to everything you can share in America. Share them to your family, to everybody back home. So let's answer 130's question about relationships, right? And social media. Did I have you right, or your brick internet ruined it again?
Wow, Jesus, man, calm down. Leave the internet alone. All right, I've put the question up on the top there. So how have social media and smartphones affected romance or relationships? Do you know what I mean? So answer the question, bro. Let's go.
This is a very, very, very complicated question, because social media itself has ruined a lot of relationships, affected romance. Just because of social media, I'm going to start off with everybody. I'm going to start off with pornography. Chill. I'm trying to make a point here. Okay. Social media, because of pornography being out there, which is on social media, as we can say, which is all over the internet, and pornography is so easy to get these days because of the smartphones. Back in the days, you had to get a tape from somebody. You had to go get a tape, wait for everybody to be asleep in the house, wait for everybody not to be there. So it was harder for you to watch like porn tapes and stuff like that back in the days. But now phones are in, smartphones are in. Guess what people can do? They can just lock themselves somewhere or just anywhere they can be able to access that. Now, why I'm also making an example of porn is it's ruined relationships because a lot of people, especially dudes, this is especially dudes, even women, they watch pornography and they see what's done in porn and they say, you know what? Why is wifey not doing that? Why can wifey not do that? You know what I mean? Why can't my girlfriend not do what that girl is doing on TV? Now you go home, you've lost all respect. You go home and you start asking your wife and your girlfriend to do those moves you saw in a porno, which are, by the way, is called acting. And most of the people in those pornos have done those things for so long, so they have experience. You go home, which is also very disrespectful, and start asking your partner that, can we do this today? Can I blah, 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 blah? And if your partner says no, you get pissed off. But not forgetting that the reason why that porn star does that, that's their job. And it's supposed to be that extreme. It's supposed to be that well acted. And if you've watched documentaries about porn stars, they complain there's a lot of effects they have after all these freaky shit they do on TV. So that's what I can say. That's my example. Because of smartphones, those things are accessible, and you bring them in a relationship and throw in. Same thing as women. They start asking that man, look, I saw Mandingo on TV, and Mandingo went 5 hours. He rammed 5 hours. Why you're forgetting that Mandingo has got cut scenes. They have to cut a few scenes for him. He doesn't just go on and go on. And then you have these requests from women saying, oh, I saw Mandingo on TV. He could go for 3 hours. Why can't you not go for 3 hours? There, you start arguing, relationship ruined over fantasy. So you see, that's what I'm saying. Things have been made so easy because of social media and phones. Things are bad. And let me go deeper. There's situations where in the world, right? Let's give an example. In England right now, the minister, one of the ministers, the health minister, was
Matt Hancock.
He was caught. He was caught live now. He was caught live on social media. It's all over. It's spread all over now. Was it funny? Your man was moving mad after.
Like we had here we have this saying. They say hands. What is it? Hands, face, space, or something like that, and they changed that to hands, face, embrace, or something like that. Just stand for what he was doing.
What? Yeah, people are forgetting. Social media has made fun of that. Spread it everywhere. You're forgetting his wife and kids, by the way. That's what you're forgetting. You're forgetting.
Okay.
So wait, hold on.
To MP now.
Let me just read some. Hold on. He's just said his piece and just he's like, now I'm gonna give it to MP. All right, let me just read the comments because this part of the show is for you guys. So keep commenting, guys. I'm loving the comments, guys. All right. So let's just go back. All right, let's just go back. So I just wanted to remind you that the question is this one here, right? How have social media and smartphones affected romance and relationships? All right. I'm just going to read some of the comments. Catherine says she needs reminders. Catherine, follow us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Put your reminders on. Every time we go live, your phone's going to ping. So do that for us. Don't worry. We're going to keep coming with these discussions. Trust me, it gets really heated. So we're just going to read some of the comments.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. So Kelvin trolling me here says the only thing affected now is Montali's internet. My goodness, man. I'll catch you in the WhatsApp group, Kelvin. Don't worry about it. I got you.
That's a good comment by Fred over there. If you get to that comment, it's a very good comment.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he says people pretending to be happy. They're pretending to be happy in online relationships. That is very true. There's a lot of people now who post more about their relationship online and do less, like in real life. Like you miss on the special moments because you're so fixated on this Instagram thing, So
all right, guys, could you just bring me back to the question so I could actually physically and mentally just process it? Because then Fred's comment is actually really good there.
No problem. You just hang on a minute, or you could read the doc. All right, it's got the question in there. Just hang on a minute, mate. So apparently, it also ruins your sex drive. Fred, you might have to explain that.
No, he was talking about when I was talking about the porn thing, that where people are concentrating on that, and then you go home and you let's say, okay, Fred, that's good. You see that? So even these smartphones are giving access to people, and then people end up not satisfying that partner because they have already been satisfied by these. Oh, this reminds me, I met a girl years ago. When I came to Ireland, and she complained. No, I'm serious. This girl complained to me. I asked her, I was like,
about your two minutes performance.
No. She didn't. No, not that. Put your horses down. I'm saying she complained about something similar. So I met this girl. It was via some online dating. I met her, and when we started drinking, she started opening up. She said, "I have just got out of a relationship 2 months ago, but I've been just locked up in the house. There was a guy who I loved so much, and he always loved me back, but he had one issue. Every time when, let's say, he leaves his bank statement, it used to write online, and she always thought, are these online charges? So she ignored them. So when she found out that he used to get pings on his phone, he could have sex with her in the room and then go and do live chat, the sex live chats. He was so addicted to the sex live chats at a point where he would just do his business so fast, like sort of just to get rid of her. And then when she sleeps, he would sneak out. So one day she actually watched him sneak out of bed, went in and found him doing live chats. He was paying so much money, always saying, I have no money, but he was paying live chats. So you see, as he says, ruined the sex drive. He was so obsessed with that. He had a good girl, and unfortunately, she landed in my plate at that time. So that's how the story goes.
Okay, let me just cut in there. Sorry, guys. I am the the podcast police, basically. So I'm just gonna put it out there. This show is for you guys. It's not for us. All right. We want you guys to talk more. So I'm gonna go back into the comments and read what these guys are saying, because there are so many conversations going on in there.
Go on, man. Go on.
Heated conversation.
Catherine. Porn suppresses an individual's natural process to climax. In turn, people having no interest in their partners or human contact. I agree with that, guys. I agree with that one. That's a very good point.
give me a minute for that Catherine comment.
Patrick.
All right. That's a good one.
Whoa,
MP, more comments. Calm down. More comments. So, Hazy Ray says teenagers experience sex at an early age because of the internet, their phone being exposed by porn. But then again, there were cassette tapes. You know what I mean? I got exposed to a cassette tape, not a bloody thing. I don't even want to get into that. But let's go. So it says dangerous challenges that influence young children to harm themselves regardless of parental control. You want to expand on that, Catherine?
Here. She is actually right. So she says dangerous challenges that influence young children to harm themselves regardless of parental control. So have you guys heard about Facebook and the lawsuit that's coming to Facebook, whereby Facebook is trying to track back everything, and then they're talking about, okay, what we're going to do right about now is they're trying to create a platform for 13-year-olds. So anyone else that's younger than 13 will be using a different kind of Facebook, a different kind of Instagram, a different kind of WhatsApp, or whatever that is. And then we, as people that are like 14 and upper, 13 and upper.
Wait. You're in the 13 and upper category? Is that what you're saying?
No, we that are older than that and stuff like that will be using a different kind of platform, because then this is kind of striking back to say that, you as a parent, or whoever as a parent, would buy their kid a smartphone, but then would buy their kid whatever phone it is that you're going to buy your kid. They will be exposed to pornography. They will be exposed to Snapchat. They'll be exposed to whatever it is, and they're going to do shit that they want to do. And this is not censored, because then this is content that's really not even monitored, because even when Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok or whatever hire content reviewers, that stuff is not being reviewed by them, because then you are like, we are like 8 bit, well, going closer to 8 billion people in the world. Facebook wouldn't hire 8 billion people to be viewing every post that you post. They would hire one person to view just maybe 100,000 posts of your post, but they wouldn't hire 8 billion people to view 8 billion posts. So the content is just out there. It's rubbish. It's just going to be consumed by any other individual out there. So that's what she was actually trying to state, like, on that. Ooh.
Okay. Okay. No, that's very good. So oh my god, I'm getting trolled in the comments, man. Oh my goodness. For the people that I know, I'll be the people that I know, I'm gonna get back at you. Don't worry. You get yours later. All right? I just have a few drinks for you. No problem.
You get yours later.
So Fred, so Kelvin says, Fred, what do you mean it ruins your sex drive? You're all out here acting like porn ain't the best thing that happens since fried chicken. Oh my goodness me.
Okay. Okay. Here's the point, right? Social media. You are attracted to your significant other, right? Boom. But then Facebook, Instagram, whatever the page is, shows you, they say, a definition of a sexy body, right?
Mm-hmm.
You eat your fries and chips and stuff like that. You become whatever you want to become, and then you're attracted to the same person that eats fries and chips, and they become whatever they want to become. And then there is the definition of sexy on Facebook, on whatever page that is.
Okay.
That's where everything else is happening. That's where Fred is like, okay, that really messes up your sex drive, because then at the end of the day is you're attracted to this person's personality. You're attracted to this person's personality, not their actual physical kind of being.
I've got that's the next question, but okay, let's go.
So you're more like chasing for that personality, because then I read an article. I also listened to certain kind of audios and stuff like that, and they were talking about, first things first, you have to fall in love with the soul, the heart, the mind of a person before you fall in love with the physical part.
Let this man preach. Let this man preach, man.
What the hell? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, Mr. MP trying to start a church.
Yeah, yes, sir. Go on with it, Wantali. Go on with it.
MP, this one is for you.
Okay.
MP, you're preaching. Keep preaching, man.
Get in there. So what you're saying is you have to fall in love with obviously what's inside the heart.
All right. Okay. Cool. This is not about this is not about love, but this is about you chasing for whatever you're chasing for.
The attraction side of it, yeah.
All right. Cool. You're in a club, right? You're not chasing for love, but you're chasing for character. Chase that character, not that physical being. Because when you chase that physical being, you're gonna be messed up.
I see where you're coming from. You're trying to say that the internet shows people a certain that this is attractive for you. It programs this is attractive for you.
Yeah,
this is ruining people's mindsets. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Okay,
because then at the end of the day is you watch some, you've seen some certain model that really looks hot. Blah blah blah. There is a certain person that looks like the same model, right? And this person is an introvert, is in the club. They're there. They don't really talk much. They don't really push off people. They would accept you, and they would be able to actually have, that conversation with you. They'll converse with you and stuff like that, right? And in your terms is you're actually connecting with this person because then they're a sexual kind of being, right? Mm-hmm. Because they look as if there's that same model that you'd actually seen online, and then you're chasing for that. You get them there, and that person really doesn't really act in the same face that like the model that you'd seen on Instagram, then you go, fuck, this is not it. Oh, my bad. I wasn't supposed to curse there.
Oh,
man, there's no kids here. There's no kids.
You go flip. You go flip. This is not the model that I was chasing. This is not the model that I was hoping to see, and this is not the model supposed to be grinding all that stuff. And then you go like, okay, all these models are going to be acting this way. You don't get the same package. You don't get the same package as you see online as you would get in reality. So you always have to have to use your mind, your soul, your heart, and trying to understand all these things. So these are the characters that you have to always understand when you're actually approaching these kind of things. And the internet is actually messing up your mind in that kind of certain way, because you'd meet these certain people and you'd always never get the right stuff. So anyways, going back to it.
Okay, so the comments. So back in the comments, Kelvin is just coming up with straight up crazy things. He says, "Look, I have been a serial porn watcher for years, and my sex drive is still legit." So I disagree with y'all. So he disagrees with Patrick's 2-minute performance. You know what I mean, if you're a 2-minute man, that's your problem. Hazy Ray says some couples have found themselves plugged into their devices rather than interacting with each other, eventually leading to breakups and divorce. I believe that, because everyone, I think we live off connections. Human beings. I think what COVID has taught me is, we thrive for connections. A human wants to connect with someone. You want to share ideas. You want to share knowledge. You want to tell them how your day was and all of that. So connections are very important. And yeah, that is true. If you do not connect to people, then it's you sort of feel like you haven't accomplished something. I want to move to the next question. Actually, just bear with me. So the next question, right? I'll put it on there. How different is the definition of so I'm just leading on to what MP said there. How different is the definition of attraction to men and women? So just to sort of expand on that question, I think from what we can see, what men describe as attraction is different to what women describe as attraction. You know what I mean? So, for example, I think it'll take a man a little bit longer for them to sort of develop their feelings for someone, because first they're attracted to the physicality of that person, how pretty that person is, how that person walks, how they dress. But then the ladies are sort of past that. They're past that moment of, how that person dressed, how they smell, or whatever it is. They start thinking about how the person's personality, how they deal with things, how are they going to protect my insecurities, whatever it is. So guys, how different are these, definitions of attraction? I'll start with Patrick.
Oh, he's closed.
Okay. No, I was thinking, I was listening to what you were saying. Okay, so this is what I can say. For human beings, I think in general, except a select few, I repeat, a select few, attraction changes as the older you get or what age you are, sometimes, believe it or not. Some people obviously are stuck in that moment and will not change for what they think. Obviously, this is attractive and this is what it is. Attraction is not always physical. That's what I can say. So I'm going to talk, in fact, of saying, look, what I know is attraction changes. I'll start with women. I have noticed when women are younger also, I'm not an expert in women, but I'm just saying what I have seen. From what I've seen, when they're younger, it's more speed life. It's more fascinating. I want my guy to have that six-pack. They're all fantasy. So look at him, look at that guy, tall, this and that. But when they reach a certain age, which I say 25, I've noticed 25, especially for most women. For men, it's too late. It's like 30, even going to that end, But I've noticed when women reach a certain age, like 25, they start thinking differently. They actually look for a man who is sensible. They just don't go for physical attraction. Look at him, he's all muscled up, or he's this good looking, or this and that. No, they go for somebody who obviously they want to either spend the rest of their life with. It goes for every person when they reach, but I'm talking about mostly women. When they reach 25, they seem to be going for somebody who's more, they're looking for maturity. They're done with the fun. They don't want fun and games anymore. They're not after a Cristiano Ronaldo type body. They're just there to say, you know what, I want to fix up. But as I said, it's a select few people, because some people still continue with these fantasies until the order. But women, I've noticed after 25, they sort of switch it up. Men, unfortunately, we will stay to 30. We will continue going, some of us, for a long time. We continue just being bad. But sometimes some men, when they reach 27, 30, they start thinking different. They're looking for a woman who, to them, what they see attractive is completely different. Like if you talk to a man who's 21 years old, 18 years old, and a man who's 30, you'll find the attraction is so different. They can have two girls, they'll be like, yeah, that girl might look it, but will she hold a conversation with me? Will that girl show me respect? Will I show her respect? Will she be able to tell me something that will help me with life going forward? When I have issues, will she be able to sort those issues with me? So you see, the mentality changes. But if you met Patrick at the age of 21, nah, what I cared about was ass and titties, and that's what you are. Let's go. There you go. So,
okay.
So you see, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm saying, for me, that's what I've noticed. If you have a conversation, it's only a select few also who are young, who sort of have a different perspective. But majority, when you're younger, all you think about is, oh, look at that girl, look at how she's looking in that dress. But when you get older, even if you see older people, when they go in a bar or club, they're not just jumping on everything. You see, they sort of choose. They know they sort of test the environment. So that's basically what I can say from my perspective. Yeah, that is about.
I'm gonna read the comments first, but I think that's absolute nonsense. Let's read the comments. Beauty and character, beauty and character. Men like in women. That's what Fred says. Men like beauty and character. Okay, and a woman is more attracted in financial areas of a man. This guy's controversial. So Vanessa says, I completely agree with Paul. That's why Steve Harvey came up with the book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Yeah. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Nope, not back.
Yeah.
Am I back now? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Okay, cool. So, sorry. So Vanessa says, I completely agree with Paul. That's why Steve Harvey came up with Act Like a Lady and Think Like a Man book. Okay. Catherine says, women tend to judge more and look into the past to find flaws. That is true. But also women also try to look at their flaws and think, I'm not perfect. And they start concentrating on those flaws. I think for me, I've noticed that a lot where, if you try and sort of give somebody advice, they'll look at that and say, oh, that's, this is wrong. That person that I trust thinks this is wrong with me. Then it means I'm not the right person for this person. I tend to find that a problem a lot. But yeah, that's true. Women like to look into flaws. So Hazy says, Patrick looks like a titties man. Kevin says, I agree. It depends on age. 10 years ago, I was for the streets. Now I go for character. Nah. Listen, I'm gonna get back to that point where I said this is absolute nonsense. If that was the case, right?
Dude, let's see your point.
If that was the case,
should I go in?
If that was the
hold on a minute. Should I go in or are you going? Yeah.
I'm going in. If that was the case, then we wouldn't have Instagram models. Do you know what I mean? Are you telling me those millions of people that are following Instagram models between 21 and 30 or whatever it is? No. No. There are people that are attracted to that stuff. There are people that like just
I'll have a counter for that when you're done. I have a counter for you just
that's very lovely. All right. But I think even in this day and age, people get married to someone for the wrong reasons. They get married to someone because they look good, they're attracted to them. They don't care what kind of conversation. A trophy wife. They don't care what kind of conversation they hold. The minute that person starts getting old and they're not attracted to them, they go and get a younger person. This happens quite a lot. That Matt Hancock guy, I bet the woman he's dating is younger than his wife. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever it is. So
drop some. Boom.
I think for men, the initial attraction for men is physical, you know, and anyone who says differently, whether you're 50, 60, don't care. Your first attraction is physical. You know, you look at this fine specimen of a woman and go, rah, I like the shape on that. Do you know what I mean? And then you think, okay, I want to see what's in here. Because the older you get, you want to know what's in here because you're thinking long term. You're thinking, okay, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this person. What's their character like? So apart from, okay, she's got a nice body, can she hold a conversation? That's the next bit. Do we share the same vision? You know, when I wake up in the morning, because let's face it, I don't know about you guys, but when I wake up in the morning, I want to wake up next to somebody good, somebody I can look at. You know what I mean? Apart from having a conversation, that's one of the things that attracts me. So if you're going to sit here and tell me that you can date Chewbacca because of their personality, that's your first initial.
Can I just pin? Can I just pin on that? Like,
please pin in, because this guy is also talking absolute nonsense now.
Yeah, you want to wake up in the morning. You want to wake up in the morning to someone that you're attracted to, right? Boom.
Yeah, man.
That's plus one, and then you want to wake up with someone else that's intellectual in that sense, right? You know what? In this world, there are people that are very, very manipulative, that they would actually pin into all those points that you're actually talking about, and they will get you. They will get you in the right way. And if they know you're a millionaire,
you haven't done a sound effect for me yet, man. Wait. Guys in the comments, guys, please.
If they know you're millionaire, billionaire, they will pin in the right point. They will say, you know what, Wantali is a billionaire. I'm gonna educate myself and I'm gonna get that man. I'm gonna do whatever he thinks is right, and then I'm gonna do that. Because you know what? They pin in you. And then what the story is, you have a few drinks. They say, what do you like? And you pinpoint everything, right? It's the same thing, whereby a man sees a CEO being, and then she says, oh, this is what I like in a man. And then the man would be like, you know what? This is what she likes. I'm going to be that man. And I'm going to pin all that until I get what I want.
Yeah, you're right about that. I've seen people who...
when they get what they want, what are you going to do? You wake up to that beautiful, beautiful model. You wake up to that intellectual individual, but then they've got their own intentions. Yeah, they've got their own intentions. Yeah, what are you going to do?
This is when I said, look, it takes a little bit longer for a man to fall in love with a woman. For a woman.
No, man, nah. It takes so little time for a man to fall in love with a woman, but
maybe
it takes
for you, maybe for you, bro. Maybe for you, but I think it takes a lot longer. It takes a lot longer for a guy to fall in love with a woman. I think.
All right, Fred says, okay, what if the one that looks like Chewbacca?
Chewbacca is you. This is why I asked. This is why I asked that women, women and men, the attraction between women and men is different. Women do not see the man you are; they see the man you can be. You know what I mean? That's what they do. So you might be looking like Chewbacca today, but you might end up looking like Channing Tatum or bloody Michael B. Jordan. You get me? So the women know this. They've got this insight. They see your heart. They see your heart, and they work on that. So to answer your question, Fred, you might look like Chewbacca today, but bro, if what the hell?
Well, this is a serious kind of tone.
You might look like Chewbacca today, but if they see Michael B. Jordan, so dude.
Oh, this guy with that question, man. What if you look like Chewbacca? I don't know, man. This thing, as I told you so many times, that's another thing where I don't know if you've been in a situation where some girl tells you, why do I always attract assholes? You don't want to tell her in the background, obviously, because you think, oh, this guy maybe wants me. But this is what happens, because some people out there, right, sit on their lives. They keep going after something which they think, oh, this is it. Like there's a girl, by the way. I'll just say it. There's a girl who I know who says she won't talk to any man who's below 6 foot. Do you hear that? She won't talk to any man who is below 6 foot, and she said she won't talk to any guy who's below 6 foot and who's very hench, very well. Like, and she says you have to be cut and everything. She won't talk to anybody. And guess what she does? Every time she just posts on her Facebook, oh, I met a guy who was an asshole. Oh, this person that mistreated me, blah, 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 blah. So I wrote her a question one day on Twitter. I was like, do you remember you keep saying you want to talk to any guy and this is your specific? I was like, have you ever thought that maybe these 6 foot guys, these athletes who are ripped and everything, the ones you're going for, this type you're going for, you're attracted to, maybe they just don't give a shit about you. Because
wait, Patrick. Sounds like you're hating there. Are you saying
no.
the gym?
No. I wasn't hating, because I was just trying to tell her that stop. I was seriously just telling her to bit of F off and stop writing. I was like, you keep saying these guys, like maybe they're not just into you. So I asked her, what's your height out of fascination? And she said, giving me a height. I was like, so you are the one putting a mark saying you can only talk to a guy 6 foot, and yourself you're 5'5" or something. So I was like, probably they don't even see you, when you're saying hi. They're like, who the hell said hi? But this is what I'm just trying to say is like, people have got this thing where, I'm attracted to say people. There's no crime to be attracted to that. But then you start complaining these people are assholes. Maybe look around and think maybe you are the one who's the asshole by saying, I don't talk to anybody who is not taller than 6 foot. So these are the type of things I'm saying. Some of these unreal fantasies we have in this world, or I don't blame you if you've got a preference, but then you start complaining that I can have life, I can find love, I can find somebody who can love me. Then you have these strict lists. I'm not trying to say that just be loose. No, you can have a list, but sometimes also make them humanly possible. Don't make them as if, as MP said, because you saw something on the internet, say in a magazine saying, look at one tally, this chiseled handsome man, and then you're like, oh, if you don't look like one tally, I ain't what? I ain't doing any shit with you. So that's all I can say, that was just an example. Don't get carried away.
Oh, calm down, man. Calm
you
down.
have to look at the comments.
So Fred, Kelvin says, Fred, that's why marriages are not lasting, because people for looks. So people are going for looks, and once these looks go and age is nothing, there's nothing to talk about. Okay. True. All right. So Catherine said, men can actually appreciate women even when she has low self-esteem. That is true. Depends on what kind of man you meet. It just depends. I'm not just saying it's women who uplift men. I think when they get in relationships, I think men also have the capability of uplifting their women. I think the most common thing that women look for is that protection that their father has given them. To feel safe and to feel secure, to feel like they can be themselves. So yeah, that's a very good comment.
It looks like the sound effect is getting love. It's getting love.
Catherine,
I don't think so, bro.
You see, Catherine's Catherine's comment there, like really, it's like in that moment whereby men are actually appreciating that part of a woman's like she has low self-esteem, whereby she has experienced trauma in so many ways, like in those kind of ways, like, and another man walks in, so they say another man's trash is another man's treasure, blah 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 and stuff, right? In this sense is whereby you would find the same guy, say being broke or rich, would appreciate the same woman that's in a rich state or a poor state to be the same person. It just comes down to conversation. Conversation is the one key that really keeps a relationship. Because then I think, in my part, two people can be married, rich or poor. But rich, you'd find that there's silence. Poor, you'd find that there's silence as well. Rich, you find that there's a conversation that will go on great. Poor, you find that there's a conversation as well that will go on great, whereby it's passed on to the next, generation, being that the offspring and stuff like that. That is really true. Whereby that like in the understanding, whereby that low self-esteem would be boosted by any person, regardless of whatever level they're in, like in whatever structure they're in life, like whereby they're rich or poor and stuff. They would push that person to be on a better place, and that would actually be true as well. It would be disastrous, but it always turns out to be great. That's all I have. Like, you know,
this guy has preached a lot of words, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, Fred's about to start a church, or he's about to be the love doctor. So Hazy Rain, aka Fred, says industries advertise what type of woman or man you should be attracted to by what you're spending your time watching. That is very true. That is very true.
100%. 100%.
That is very true.
100%.
So the industry tells you what a woman should be like, and then you end up forgetting what you should be looking for. What is here?
Yeah, true. That's good, man. Fred, that's facts.
That is.
You know what? Drops the phone.
Yeah. Make sure it's not close to. Make sure it's not close to the mic this time, isn't it?
Oh man. Might
need to get yourself a sound effect board. You know what I mean?
I might go. We're gonna get an ambulance. You know, one of those sounds, the police one, this one. You know, so lads, when everybody drops some fire content, we'll be like,
hey man, much love to Kris Base for subscribing. Much love for that, bro. Guys, please subscribe to the channel, man, so that we can keep bringing you this content and we can keep talking about these relationship things, anything that you want to talk about. And also, if you want us to bring somebody on, because we are for promoting all these businesses, all the people that are creating, right? If you want somebody,
Fred, Kelvin,
man. If you want us to interview someone, man, let us know. We'll interview them. We'll showcase their talent and stuff like that, guys. All right. Also, put your comments in the YouTube videos. Watch the rest of the videos we have, because we speak about a lot of things. We spoke about why you should join OnlyFans. Why people cheat, and why social media is destroying society. We talk about all kinds of things. So if you want us to talk about other things, just let us know, guys. These shows are for you, they're not for us. So man, let us know.
Definitely.
Let us know.
We're always digging to anything.
Oh man, trust me. So to that note, is there anything else you guys want to add to this lovely topic about attraction that has just caused so much controversy, guys? Anything at all?
No, I think we've covered everything,
Yeah,
we've covered everything. Yeah. So we're loving the love, and as he said, if you want to ask most of these questions, send us a DM. Send us a DM on Twitter. Send us a DM on Facebook. Send us a DM on Instagram. When the Instagram page is back, that is. So send us these messages. We will appreciate getting questions from you guys. If you have some issue you want us to sort out, you want us to ask us something that's happening, maybe you love that girl at work or that dude at work, or you keep seeing some guy in the bus or some girl in the bus, and you want to find a way on how to approach them. We'll advise you that. We'll advise you on that.
Good talk, Patrick. Good talk, Patrick. Before we go off, what do you actually think about a work wife and husband? Like, when you go into the office, there is this relationship developing over time, and your significant other develops this kind of relationship with a certain colleague and stuff like that, and they become the work husband or wife kind of thing.
Is this happening these days? Is it a 2021 thing, or it's been happening?
It's been happening.
It is happening. In fact, it is happening.
It is happening. And we're gonna talk about that eventually on our next show.
Yeah. So
these things are out there happening.
Remember that one. It's true what MP is saying. I think at work people are developing these relationships: work wife, work husband, work boyfriend, whatever it is. Because if for those people that have watched things like The Office, where people develop relationships in work and stuff like that. So you should, guys. We'll talk about that one. Don't worry. Oh, we've got more questions before we go off. Give us 2 seconds. All right. So, got a question from Hazy Rain, aka Fred. He says, brief question: why do men or women from Europe and America love women and men from Africa?
I think we need somebody from America and Europe to answer that for us. So
Fred,
we can't answer for that.
We can't answer that question.
Next show, maybe we'll try get somebody from Ireland or something.
Yep. So Vanessa says,
or maybe Fred. Yeah, one time before we go, maybe Fred. Let's get your wifey to answer that question. That why did she love you? You know, something like that. Because she's from Ireland and you're from Malawi.
Vanessa's got a very, very good question. She says, I actually want to know, why is it that men will treat a woman that treats them bad like a queen and treats a woman that treats them good or like a king as shit? I'll probably try and answer that. So basically, as a human being, it's not just a man and woman thing. I think it's human beings. You never really appreciate what you have until it's gone, you know, especially if it's a good thing.
Who is that? Who is that pushed up that line? You don't know what you got until it's gone. Is that Eminem?
No idea, but
no, let the guy speak so he can get his sound effects at the end. Come on, let him speak.
Yeah. You know, normally good things. For some reason, we are quick to point out the bad things, and we forget the good things that somebody brings into a relationship, and we treat these people badly because of one single bad thing they've done. So you never really appreciate good things until they're gone, which is unfortunate for people in relationships. And also, what you find is, you know, people are normally attracted to somebody they think they should be with, not somebody that they should be with, if that makes sense.
Preach, man.
You're normally with someone that you think is for you, but is not for you. You know, this is why there's an imbalance in relationships normally, because you find that, excuse my French, but you find that you're dating a dickhead, you know, but you think he's the best thing that ever happened to you, and he's literally just a dickhead. And the right person for you is there trying to coming at you saying, hey, I want to know you, but you're there like, nah, Mr. Dickhead. I want Mr.
Dickhead. And they put him in the friend zone, and they put him or he or she in the friend zone.
Exactly. And also some of the, you know, another part to answer that bit, you know, you sometimes you want something you can't get, you know, you want something that you can't reach for, you know, even though you can't see the other side, the bad side of that person, but you're seeing these things that you're attracted to. And you're like, I want that, but it's not really the best thing for you. But because that person doesn't want you the way you want them, it's driving you more. Why doesn't that person want me? I want that person. You get me? So yeah, that's what I believe are the reasons. But unless you guys have something to add, but yeah.
No. Before we add something. Fire! 130 has just killed it. Fire! That's fire. 130. Fire, man. That was fire, man. Knowledge, man. Knowledge. That was knowledge.
Drop a bit of knowledge there. All right, guys. One more comment, and we're gonna wrap this up, guys. All right. So,
says busy signal. I will remember that.
Busy signal.
Oh, yeah, the song is here. Yeah.
The song. Yeah. The song is busy signal. Glenn, thank you very much for coming on, man.
That was pure.
And also,
pure.
Catherine says it's the culture. I believe they have no culture. Damn. All right. It says most ladies are attracted to a man because her friends like the man. Men we want just to hit them. What? It's a good thing to let it go. All right, Fred. I don't know what you're saying.
Fred, I think he's mumbling now.
I think you're on the wine. Fred, are you on the wine? Calm down.
Oh yeah. No. I actually get it, because then you know what? Girls are actually attracted to a man because then her girls behind her say, you know what? This is the man that we're going to be chasing for, and men want to just hit them because then you know what? She's excited. She's excited to actually get with that man, and the girls behind her are like, "That is a very, very handsome man. You have to get with that man, and we're gonna get that, and blah blah blah, and stuff like that, right?" She is excited because then her friends are backing all that shit up, and then when she gets there, that man is just like, "I'm gonna hit this, and I'm out," you know.
Yeah.
When he does. Yeah, when he does, she won't even notice it, and then she'll go back to her girls, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I messed up. I messed up really big because then I listened to you guys, to you girls, and here I am again."
Or maybe she'll go to her friends and say, "Oh my God, that guy hit it right," and the friends go in and okay. On that note.
Oh my! All right. On that note, guys. Guys, thank you very much for coming on. Please show us support by liking this video, because when you like this video, other people see the video. Do you know what I mean? So it really helps our video get out there. So guys, please help us by liking the video. Also subscribe to the video. Hit the notification button so you know every time we go live or every time we post some content. We need you guys to support us. You are part of the team. We can't be a show without you. So guys, please do that for us. Before we go, what is the name of this show, boys?
Sure. 5 rounds.
This guy doesn't know what. Yes, man. All right, guys.